Hi, I'm Tiffany. Welcome to Towering TBR. As many of you know, I am chronically ill and disabled. I struggle not only with my physical health, but also my mental health. And yeah, I am in a slump. My mental health is not doing so hot right now. So I completely had to just DNF the dark books that I was reading. It's not the books, it was me. And yeah, I decided to seek out some comfort slash cozy reads. And if you are wanting some escapism, you maybe want just some lighter reads, I have three books I'm excited to recommend. So, in the beginning, there were like 2 weeks where I just lost my desire to read. And that's fine. Just throw yourself into other hobbies. Don't force yourself to read if you're in a slump. But when I finally decided that I wanted to pick up something, I decided to search for something that was funny. And I found the workplace drama called I Hope This Finds You Well by Natalie Sue. This was hilarious. It literally made me laugh out loud a couple of times. So the premise is that this woman is working at an office and she is very frustrated by her coworkers and will occasionally decide to write mean things in her email and then change it to white so that the person getting the email doesn't know it's there, but she feels like she got to tell off somebody. And one day she forgets to change the font to white, and her message shows up to the person that she was upset with. And she is brought into a disciplinary meeting where they've decided that this was really unacceptable. And from now on, they are going to watch her computer. They put something on it to basically monitor everything she sends. But it somehow malfunctions. And instead of kind of like spying on her computer, she is somehow getting all of her coworkers and bosses' emails. And she finds out that layoffs are coming. And so she decides to read those other emails to try and, do the best that she can. Honestly, it was a little bit like watching a train wreck. You were just like, why are you doing that? That is dumb. Don't do that. That's going to backfire. And, when it does, you just have to watch the destruction. And I thought it had a really nice ending, like maybe a tad too happy to be like a realistic ending, but I enjoyed my time with the character and I did find it funny. This was a really solid read and strongly reminded me of Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. If you've read that one, you will probably like this one as well. So then I decided to pick up a cozy fantasy. So I picked up The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong. This is about a woman who has a gift to see into the future, but she only will look into like small things. She doesn't want anything, world changing. So one day she is traveling and comes across an obstacle in the road. And these two men who are traveling on the same road move the obstacle for her. As a thank you, she decides to read the fortune of one of the men. And her fortune is that this man is going to give his daughter a kitten. That's actually not a small fortune, though, because this man's daughter is missing, and the men have been on the road looking for her for months. And so they decide to stick with her and continue to travel because they believe that they're going to find her if they can basically count on her fortunes being true. And in the next city, they pick up another person who is a baker. And so we get lots of travel and just like this found family and lots of food descriptions. She is a prolific baker. I think if you liked Legends and Lattes, you would like this one as well. Yeah, I'm glad I have another cozy fantasy to recommend because this was really good. Then lastly, I decided I was in the mood for romance. So I picked up Experienced by Kate Young. This is a sapphic story about Bet. She has recently discovered her sexuality and is, for the first time in her life, dating a woman. The woman she's dating, May, is very experienced and feels like their relationship is a little bit unequal. And so she encourages Bet to take a 3-month break from their relationship where she can sleep around and find out what she likes and what she doesn't like, and hopefully not settle for just the first person that she could sleep with. Bet is incredibly reluctant to do this. She loves May. She doesn't want to sleep with anybody else, but May is insistent. And so she decides she's going to try and do that. And there are some really funny and cringy first date type stories and There are also some very steamy sex scenes as well, like for the people that she gets on with. Her best friend is fabulous too. Like the depiction of just their platonic love and how supportive she was to Bet. Like I loved that. I want more good friendship stories, even though that's not the main part of this book. There was a trope that I don't really like, but because it's spoilery, I can't tell you what it is. This is a trope that comes up quite a lot in romance, and so I guess I just have to kind of accept it. But that was one drawback for me. Even though it was a little bit predictable, I really just kept wanting to follow her story and find out what happens. And I finished this within 2 days, which for Slumpy Tiffany, that was really good. I was invested in this story. It hasn't been talked about much on BookTube because it's a new release, but I thought it was really good and would definitely recommend if you want a sapphic romance. So I don't know what I'm going to read next. I've kind of just chucked my entire TBR out, and I'm just kind of trying to listen to me and what do I want to read and what can I handle right now. There are books that I feel like I would really love, but I'm hesitate to pick them up because I feel like my bad mood will taint them. Like I won't get the magical 5-star experience that I might be expecting because my mood is bad. Do you feel that way too? Like tell me I'm not the only one who doesn't want to taint a possibly great book with a bad mood, which has made me really want to lean into more lighter reads. If you have any suggestions for a slump busting book, definitely leave them down below. And also, I want to know what you've been reading. Anything great or terrible? Let's have a chat down in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy reading.